Hello everyone, welcome to episode 11 of Fall of the Samurai. Something bizarre is kind of happening right now. The Kumamoto with their Satsuma, Hirado, and Fukuoka allies are trying to declare war on us. And they have done, but none of their allies joined the war, it seems, although our own ally, the Takayama, has apparently forsaken us, so apparently I guess they don't really like us that much, which means that we can help our other allies, the Kakagawa, to destroy them, because if I remember correctly, the two of them were just duking it out like sons of guns to our southwest. The reason I say that declaration of war was kind of bizarre was because the Kumamoto are on the pretty much the entire opposite end of Japan from us, so it's kind of weird that they would declare war on us. Although, having said that, it seems that they are, of course, pro-Emperor and we are pro-Shogun, so it is inevitable that they would declare war on us, or we would declare on them. Okay, moving forwards, what is this? We have successfully expanded our territory and developed our clan to a respectable technological standard. As a show of support, leading citizens have offered tribute. Very nice. We've received 2,000 koku to support the Shogun, apparently, from our townspeople. I'm not sure, and that is actually incredibly needed at this point, as our economy, our income in particular, has just taken a massive shit, as our capital, Echigo, is now under siege, or rather the castle town Nagaoka, which is our capital, is now under siege. So that means our income has been cut in half, pretty much. Well, no, it's gone in the red, which is not great. Unfortunately, Makino Tadayuki is nowhere near to reinforce Echigo before they surrender, so it's really up to his son, Tadakuni. But Makino is going to march to the very borders of North Shinano province. Oh, look at that. We found Toki Ietaka, apparently. And his massive stack of forces I've just discovered. Well, they're going to march towards North Shinano, I would assume. So Tadayuki really has no choice but to nobly stand and defend this tiny little town here. There we go. Ideally, as we can see, just a side note that we are a turn or two away from winter, so ideally we would avoid combat with these guys, and we would just let them, well, not raid anything, but they would be in our territory and receiving attrition before we attack them. That would be nice, although it's probably not going to be possible. It's just kind of a side note. But Tadayuki should be able to receive this army and destroy them, as he does have a full complement of infantry and his little squadrons of cavalry, as well as his sharpshooter regiments as well. So he is prepared to attack on the field with a fully equipped army, I suppose, is what I'm trying to say. But anyway, likewise in the north, once winter comes around, these Morioka sons of guns, these Nanbu brothers, or Nanbu, I suppose it's father and son, they're going to start receiving attrition, because of course it is winter, and you cannot survive in Japan if it's winter, apparently. That's pretty much what this game is teaching me. So yeah, here's the Kumamoto, or the Kumamoto, my mistake, and they are in the Kyushu island, and for some odd reason they've declared war on us, so it's kind of weird. But anyway, getting to our navy, particularly our fleet, as we don't really have a navy per se, but regardless, this fleet has pretty much discovered every province in Japan, save for the Setsu province here, which is host to the Yodo clan. There we go, they are a nice periwinkle blue, baby blue, there we go. I suppose we have to discover the, well, not discover, but scout out the Kasusa province as well as the Hitachi province. So we'll send our singular fleet all the way to Kasusa province, which is 2 turns away. Not bad at all. There we go. Look at him just fucking motoring along. Yeah, so I think our only option right now is to end the turn. I don't know if you noticed, but Echigo, or rather Nagaoka, is going to surrender in 2 turns, so that means that the Morioka have to either attack at the end of this turn, or we have to sally out and attack them in the field. And if I were them, I would just wait this out. They've got reinforcements on the way. Obviously, time is of the essence, though, so that's a factor, but Like I said, they've got reinforcements on the way. There's a very short wait until this town surrenders, and there's a large army inside said town. So if I were them, I would wait it out. So I'm probably going to have to attack them in the field. But anyway, I suppose we'll have to end the turn. Well, we can no longer trade with the Kanazawa as... who is the Kanazawa again? I thought it was our ally in the south, but that's the Kakugawa. The Kanazawa are not alive anymore. That is why. They've been destroyed. The Kanazawa clan. I think what happened actually... yes, it is, of course, this town here. The Sado clan has marched and captured Kanazawa, and they've pretty much forsaken their hometown, as there is a enemy army somewhere on this island just raiding all their shit whilst they conquest on the mainland. Kind of weird, but who am I to judge? The Kyuwana have also been destroyed, as well as the Iwakuni. So I don't really know who those guys are, and I'm not really too concerned with it. The Tatsuno have been destroyed in Harima province, it looks like. The Harima and the... sorry, my mistake. It's the Yonago clan as well as the Tatsuno clan have taken over. The Yonago clan is quite strong on the northern coast of this area, I suppose, this region. Looks like Edo has captured Kasusa province as well, which makes our scouting quite easy. We now just have to discover or scout Hitachi province, and that's all of Japan mapped for our own personal gains, I suppose. It looks like Toki is trying to sneak past Tadayuki, but of course we're going to have to turn around and destroy him in the field. I was thinking that we could wait till winter, but he's pretty much penetrating into our lands. He would have to be suicidal to attack North Shinano with our allies there, but he could very well just raid our mulberry trees again and tear them down and uproot them, and you know what, it's really not a pretty sight. I think last time they came, they just... well, they threw toilet paper all over our trees, really. It's a son of a bitch to clean that up, let me tell you. Anyway, we're going to have to sally out with Tadakuni, as well as Hisajima Shigakata, the Mistaken General. I think that shall be his title, the Mistaken General, as we did not mean to actually enlist him, but... nevertheless, we might actually require his help to see off this Morioka force, because there's 4,800 of them, and holy moly, there's a lot of missile infantry in this army, and some very strong melee units. They've got a lot of cavalry, they've got a katana kachi unit, as well as some yarikichi, of which we have neither. We've got some sharpshooters though, so that's we got that going for us, and we have our very own respectable wing of cavalry, so I suppose we should be able to utilize them quite well. We've got 4 units of line infantry, as well as a bunch of levy infantry and some spears as well. So we should be pretty good, but it's hard to say. We've got 5,700 men to their 4,800 men, and the balance of power is apparently even. I'm somewhat confident in this battle. I'm sure we could see off the enemy, but I'm not sure how many men we would lose. Probably quite a bit. For all we know, our son is going to fall in the battle. Well, I say our son, but really it's Tadayuki's son. He could very well die in the battle, as well as the Mistaken General. Could be the case. Okay, look at fucking Nanbu squinting like a son of a gun. Okay, we are going to jump in on the battle map. I'll see you guys there. Okay, so we actually have a pretty advantageous deployment here. We've got a large cliff to our left flank, and that pretty much prevents us from being outflanked. Outmaneuvered, rather, on the left flank. And then, of course, we've got a big hill in the middle of our deployment. So what I've done is I've put my first levy battalion in this nice little staggered formation. I've got my corps of levy infantry in this double line on the hill. I've got some sharpshooters beyond our lines as well to pick off some cavalry once they get in position, or get into range rather. And then I've got my second levy battalion on the right flank as well in this staggered position. And you can see that I've got a sort of W or V shape to my force, which should corral all of these enemies into these overlapping lines of fire, or I don't know, overlapping fields of fire. You can see that we've got 3 units able to fire into this specific area, and it's quite nice. But anyway, I've also got all of my spear levy dispersed throughout my lines as well to rush to the aid of my missile infantry if need be. And then, of course, I've got the mistaken general on the right flank, and then my son Terakuni on the left flank to command. We're going to speed it up and see what these guys are doing. It looks like all of their cavalry is kind of crossing across the center, or at least they were, to attack my lefternmost flank, which is probably a weird flank to attack. I would attack the right flank, because the left flank is, of course, covered by that cliff, so we can very easily close off that area of attack, preventing them from gaining any ground. So I don't know what the hell they're doing. It looks like they're shifting their entire army to the left, and in response, what I'll do is I will reposition some of my staggered units on the right flank, just to better reflect their movements. There we are. I've got a spare unit of levy infantry as well in reserve, because I didn't want to overextend my lines too much on the right flank. Although I do have the mistaken general and some spear levy to reinforce. I just don't want to get overwhelmed by cavalry, because the enemy has quite a bit of it. And it looks like they're doing this flying wedge kind of maneuver here. It looks like they're going to try to smash through my leftern flank. And what I can always do is just curl my lines around this hill as well, which is probably what I will do. That way, if they decide to attack on the left flank, they are faced with a enemy that is heavily entrenched in a defensible position. So we will try to neuter their flying wedge a little bit here. There we go. They, of course, have all of their melee infantry in the very vanguard of their army, which is a wise move, as they would be very easily able to penetrate my lines. But I've got my sharpshooters in position to begin to pick off some of these guys once they get in range. For example, we can begin firing at, I think, the Katana Kachu is probably my first target behind the cavalry. But of course we'll open fire at whoever comes into range first. And these guys are well hidden in the trees as well, so they're not going to be seen by the enemies. Look at this. How can they even see who they're firing at? I don't know, but regardless, they've opened fire and they've already killed like 30 men. Well, 20 men, my mistake. 15 to be exact. Okay, well, let's open fire at the melee infantry here a little bit. My hope is that the melee infantry will try to attack the center of my line, in which we have like a bunch of overlapping fields of fire yet again. I think what we'll do is we'll draw this unit here as well, just to reinforce and support that flank. Yeah, it looks like the enemy is beginning to charge towards my sharpshooters, who are opening fire on the katana infantry. We'll have to pull back after the next volley, I would say, just to... Oh my god, my levy infantry is already beginning to fire, and I think what I'll do is I'll put every unit into kneel fire mode as everyone is becoming in range as well. Oh shit, looks like we've got a unit of cavalry on the right flank, and my levy infantry are not able to fire. They're getting into position. Are they gonna fire? No, they're not able to fire. Okay, well that's just fine. We'll charge in with our spear levy to support. Looks like we've got a bunch of melee infantry charging into the center, and I'm hoping that... Let's get these two units to fire at the melee infantry. There we go. They're beginning to take a massive amount of casualties. 100 men from that unit is already gone. The Katana Kachi is at half strength already, because all of my units are just fucking tearing them down. This is ridiculous. I just gotta pause for a second to make sure my sharpshooters get in position and fire at that levy infantry. We've got my spears reinforcing on the right flank as the 4th Company is beginning to take some casualties as well. We've got some levy infantry charging into my lines as well, and they have taken a lot of casualties. So we'll grab the mistaken general and we'll take him on the right flank like so, and he can begin to charge. We are in no danger of being outflanked or outmaneuvered on the left flanks, and I'm going to redraw these two units to better utilize their firepower. I'm going to move my spear units in as well, some of them, if need be. No, we're not really, it's not really necessary. The melee units are beginning to waver already, which is nice. Let's move these two units up a little bit, something like this. That way they can fire at the advancing units. Okay, this is going quite well. Not bad at all. We'll move some of our units around the flank like so. So the 4th Company is beginning to take a lot of casualties, actually, due to the advancing enemies, and we've been outflanked on the right. But we'll just move the Mistaken General in to sweep them off the field. Holy shit, we have done so much damage in the middle of the field. It's ridiculous. And it looks like our spear levy is ready to break after receiving 50 casualties due to the, what is this, the Yarikachi? But no, the Yarikachi have broken. So we'll rush our spear levy out to consolidate some land and try to engage those units there. Our sharpshooters are going to fire at the general. Our reserve levy, rather my light infantry units, are going to fire on the direct center of the enemy, and we're going to put down that katana cavalry. We're going to charge out with our spears as well, just to put this down. Looks like the Mistaken General is taking care of business. Holy fuck. We're going to continue the envelopment of the enemy by redrawing our lines like so. Our levy infantry battalions are going to move into position. We've got some spear units taking a lot of casualties, unfortunately, on the flank. Oh shit, looks like one of the General Hadamoto, my mistake, has charged into our levy, and we'll get Tadakuni to charge into the rears of these levy infantry when the time comes. Our spear levy is marching out. Wonderful. We're going to have to readdress some of our, or address rather, some of our firing priorities, I would say. Here we go, we've got some spears going to roll up the line. The Mistaken General is going to have to clean up this unit of levy infantry. Look at that, we've just corralled the majority of the enemy into the center of the field, and we're going to charge out with all of our line infantry just to clean them up. Here we go. Do like a Napoleonic charge of old and charge in with all of these units just to rout them off the field once and for all. Looks like some of our levy infantry units are routing. Tadakuni is now engaged as well. Looks like on the left flank we have won this combat and destroyed that general's unit. The Mistaken General, of course, has just broken and shattered this unit, and now we just need to totally destroy all of these assholes. Our sharpshooters, though, need to stop firing as we are going to destroy these guys with bayonet. Here we go. Our garrison infantry is charging with zest. Oh my god, these guys are just zealous. Get a slow-mo shot here. We'll even go cinematic just for the hell of it. As our men bayonet tons and tons of Morioka assholes. Well, it doesn't really seem like much action is going on, but I assure you it is fucking stellar. I'm really hoping that the core of the enemy will begin to rout once our overwhelming numbers just begin to take their toll, I suppose. Unfortunately, our infantry here is just being totally destroyed, and Tadakuni is in danger of being wiped off the field as well, which would suck. Well, if we lose Tadakuni, then motherfuck. Tadayuki is going to be pissed. He's going to be so pissed. The Mistaken General is here, though. He is going to take up the helm of the battle, though. As we roll up the line, we are in serious danger on the leftern flank. Lefternmost flank, I suppose. Leftmost? What am I trying to say? I don't know, but the Mistaken General is going to break these men who are wavering. This could have gone better if Tadakuni didn't fall, then we would be in no... Oh my god, the Mistaken General is now being fired upon. I think we've pretty much won the battle, though. We just have to continue routing all of these units. We've got a lot of men left, holy crap. We didn't do too bad in this battle. Unfortunately, we lost the most important man on the field, which was Tadayuki's son, Tadakuni. I suppose it is now up to like our 2-year-old brother, or, well, Tadakuni's son, I should say, his 2-year-old son. I was a little mistaken there. But there we go. We've pretty much won the battle. We've got some, what is this, katana? No, it's Yari. Kachi in the middle of the field, and we'll charge in with some more infantry just to mop them up. But anyway, I think I am going to end the battle here, really, as there's not much else to do, except our men are firing on our, presumably our own men as well. which is not the greatest. We just need to break this unit, I think, and we've won. Okay, we've won the battle, everyone. Not a bad battle, although, like I said, we did lose Tadakuni, which is depressing. But the mistaken general will most definitely... Oh, I guess he wasn't really a mistake after all. We are in need of his services now that the Chosen One has fallen, and he's going to take over the defense of Echigo. Here we go. A close victory. Unfortunately, I was a little reckless with Tadakuni there. I should have pulled him out of the melee combat far sooner than he was. I just kind of forgot about him, I suppose. And as a result, he is dead and his unit has disbanded. And that pretty much means that Tadayuki is now going to go into a fucking blood rage. He is going to destroy the Sunpu army and then take his tattered army all the way into the Morioka lands, the very heart of the Morioka clan, to destroy them. Because he is just going to be so fucking pissed once he hears the news. Of course, it will only take like 2 days, or a day due to telegraphs, for him to learn this news. Your son has fallen, stop. We've buried him at sea, stop. Sorry about your luck, stop. Full stop, I suppose. But, We've beaten off the Morioka army. We lived to see another day, and I suppose we are now forced to... I thought we had a unit of line infantry in the vicinity, but I suppose that was all garrison infantry from our various buildings. But now we are forced to fight yet another battle to see off Nanbu Akimori, who is the son of the Nanbu that we killed in the field. We actually destroyed all 3 generals' units, and as a result, the Morioka lost 3 of their generals for our 1. So I suppose it wasn't all bad in the end, but it wasn't the greatest still. Despite our capital no longer being under siege, we are still losing 640 koku per turn. I don't really know what happened there. We did lose some trade, but was it 640 koku worth of trade? Hard to say. We are currently trading with the Matsume. Can we trade with anyone else? It appears not. We can trade with Ito, but of course they're going to request like 6,000 koku to... Oh, never mind. For some odd reason, they've decided to accept this trade agreement. And as a result, we are 1,000... Okay, that was some kind of bug. I don't really know what happened there, but we are up 960 koku per turn now, which is bizarre, I suppose, as I thought we were going to go heavily into debt, but it does not seem to be the case. But anyway, everyone, I think what we'll do is I will get Tadayuki to attack Toki in the field, who, of course, just has a fucking million spear levy units, which is a little disconcerting. There's 6,800 of them versus our 3,800, which is once again disconcerting. Although it does appear to be an even battle, I'm just a little concerned that we will be able to fight off this force with minimal casualties. But anyway, I'm going to leave you with this nice cliffhanger. Here we go. We've got Toki taking a defensive stance, and Tadakuni... Oh, fuck. See, he's in my heart, Tadakuni. He is on my brain, in my heart, and I'm a little sad that he died, but Tadayuki, rather, is what I meant to say, is taking up this really vicious stance. He just looks like he's ready to just fucking tear this guy's ear off. Mike Tyson style. But anyway, thank you everyone for watching. I'm going to leave you here. Leave a like if you are so inclined, and I will see you guys next video. Oh, once again, Q, mash it more. We're being strangled already. Oh, are we being fucking oh my fucking god. This is too much. This is too much, you guys.